Hello folks, I'm gonna just hit you direct. So much is happening in this world. So the first thing I want to just acknowledge is my heart goes out to the people in Manchester. Manchester is really important to me musically. I've never been there, but the music and the people I just really relate to. I have a lot of Manchester music in my collection. Just by, not even by design, it was just, you know, there was a time when Manchester was on fire musically. So the bombing at the Ariana Grande concert weighs heavy on me. It does. This world, we need some healing bad. Doesn't seem like it's coming anytime soon. I want to review some stuff because I got in a bunch of music. Sometimes when it rains it pours. This time mostly compact discs. You know, I guess, you know, it's a sign of the times. Who can afford vinyl? You know, people want to know what I think of the music, so they're sending it to me. Okay. Well, my brother in Australia, Brendan James, recently did a project with an Evan Carr, I believe. Yes, called Vivisect. And he said he wanted me to have a copy, so he mailed it to me. Took a while to get here, but it got here. I'm playing it in the background. I'm thinking I can play this. We'll find out when the video gets uploaded or whether or not it gets silenced. This is, as you can hear, a drone piece. Dream State Intervention. This is a heavy piece of music here. Yeah, I've gotten all the way through this, Brendan, and yeah, you have good reason to be proud of this. This is very dense, very intense, huge sound works, huge fields of the way that you have this recorded, when it just makes a big space that the music is coming out of, the sound. I think the word dark is correct. There, I get feelings of ominousness, of this really fits the times that we're in to me. Also why I decided that I'm not going to bother with trying to dress for the videos. I wear this black sweater because it's my favorite sweater, and even though it's spring, it's still not warm here. You know, the weather is strange, the world is strange, and this music fits it. As you can hear, it looms and it grows and it's ominous, and I dare say that some of you folks that like this sort of thing will really get into this. Really good work, Brendan. You know, I'd also like to share, if I haven't shared in a while, that Brendan, you know, was helpful to me in my is still helpful to me in my music production. A few years ago, he gave me some drum samples that I really needed, you know, and I'm still using. Thank you, Brendan. I'll leave the link to his Bandcamp site for you to check this out. I'm going to keep going because I won't be able to review everything I've gotten, mainly because I haven't gotten through it all. And as I'm looking here to get ready to review something else, I haven't shared that Michael from Berlin, who watches, got a hold of me recently when I talked about The Damned, and said he had an extra copy of this album, which I don't have, Machine Gun Etiquette. Thank you so much, Michael. This is a pristine German pressing. It looks like it's hardly ever been played. Really happy to have this now. I see why my friends, I mean, I'm somewhat familiar with this album, but it's so much better when you can just drop the needle and play it at your leisure. And I can see why my friends, especially my punk rock band RAF, they think this is their best and this is their favorite. This is really good. Where the band takes some liberties in the studio, you know. It's still punk rock, but they mess around and add choir voices in a slightly mocking manner and use some production. The songs are all killer though. Michael, thank you so much. Yeah, I add this to my damned collection. I've got the first two albums. This is one of those times where it's like, okay, Dereck, you really should get organized sometimes before you do these. But I'm going to keep going. I also received this from England. I love it. I wasn't expecting it. Forbidden Music. Forbidden Music is apparently a collective of people. Forbidden Music are an interchangeable roster of people sharing a commonality of interest. Filmic music with a strong sense of atmosphere, narrative, and mystery. This is very cool. They sent me, this looks like this is their first vinyl release. Only 99 copies. Realized in vinyl form only. I love receiving stuff like this, especially the fact that this is good. Okay, I don't have to mince my words. Face Down, I'll Let You Go. Hometown, I'll Let You Go. I think some of the people involved on this particular recording are Tom Fazzini, who I have music from, and Chris Bishop. The main thing I can tell you is that this is good and slightly hard to completely define. There's a psychedelicness to it. I agree with what they say. There's a filmic quality to it. This is what I thought the other day as I was listening. This is the kind of music that John Peel was really good at exposing the world to. There's something really good about this. I have to play it again. There was even one point where it reminded me in a positive way of Porcupine Tree, who I love. Okay, I know that some people don't like the band. I love them. There was times when it's like it called to mind. As I'm loving this, it's like Legendary Pink Dots also. This is really good, and it's the kind of thing that is neat. We can't hear this on the radio because the radio is not about music. It's about advertising and controlling people's sensibilities. It really is. It's really about controlling what people are going to listen to and like. And this would just mess that up so nicely because it's so real. It's not even recorded in a standard big studio type of way. I like this a lot. Thank you for sending this to me. Like I said, I'll leave the link. This is real music for real music lovers. That's all I can think to say about it at the moment. On the same day or a day after that, I received another package. It's by surprise, and I'm going to do that different because I didn't get ready for it. I got some music from Cheer Accident, and I wanted to talk about the band because the letter was very nice. The drummer, Tim or Time, however you say his name, wondering if I might, thinking that I would like his band. Well, yeah, I'll show it right quick. Cheer Accident. I have them in the collection for years. I have their first album. I bought it when it came out. Found out about it. But he sent me, I need to talk about these things because this is a good band. This is a band that you want to know about. I love it. I've had some requests that, just due to the nature of how I'm living and what this is about, it's like I just really am not doing too many requests. Many times the requests that people want me to do, because of what's going on with my life and my collection not being the center focal point of what I'm doing really anymore, although it's a big part of my life, I actually have to study my collection at times to talk about things because there's a lot of music that I haven't played in a while, and I do forget what I have. And like, for example, someone asked about Seattle and grunge, and I don't have any vinyl, and I maybe have a couple of Nirvana CDs, but I have some grunge singles that I still have left. But I'd have to go through this and prepare for that. I'm not really interested in doing that right now. So please understand, just hang with me. I talk about what is in front of me, what interests me, and that's what I'm going to do. And if I don't own a record and I haven't been excited by it, I'm not going to review it. You know, this is people. I've thought about doing a pantheon or this part. There's a deal where you can Patreon. I've been considering maybe starting a Patreon, and if I do that, then I will respond more directly to, because then I'll, it's like I'll be asking you for money to support me, and then I will be obligated to respond to, people's requests. Whereas now it's like, if I want to, I do. If I don't, I don't, because this is just me living my life, making videos when I feel like it. Manchester, be strong. Man, we're living in the age of stupid, where people just react. Large numbers of people we're not taught how to be objective and think things through and put information together. People see something, they have an emotional reaction, and they react. And this is really it's just a crazy time. I remember a better time when the energy was better between people. It's crazy times, people. We could sure use some healing. We could sure use some wisdom, some calming down. We could use some real leadership. We could really use some people with power sending out a message of care. And it's not going to happen, is it? All they're caring about is their bottom line. And so the world is just in turmoil. I've actually recently had some people who don't know me, who've seen some of my comments, try to insult me, saying, well, that's shit that an 8th grader says. Well, it's something that an 8th grader says because they haven't lost their idealism. And isn't that a shame that one of the aspects of becoming an adult is that you lose that in such a way that you don't try to reclaim it? I'm talking wisdom here that's needed, not doofus idealistic shit. This is practical, and this is practical. The idea that people, if they work together, or at least attempt to send out a message of we're trying to reach each other and understand each other and what can we do, we're not getting that message from our leaders, from our governments, from the media. We need it. That's why I say it. I know I can't change the world alone, but I say what I say because I know I'm not stupid, I'm not an egghead, and this is not bullshit. This is needed. Any change on this planet that will be beneficial will come from us, the common people. So I'm not going to stop saying such things, because I know where I'm coming from is needed.